Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Larry from Heisenberg Forest Products. I'm doing my weekly live video, and it's Sunday, and it's a little cooler today. Um, we had quite a few days of quite warm weather where, it's plus 30 and then some humidity. So I was just looking at the weather before I walked out here this afternoon, and I've noticed that there's an air quality statement. So there's a lot of uh, forest fires around us, not close to us. They're like 400 kilometers away, but the smoke seems to move, and we end up with the air quality statements. So, anyways, that's where we're at. Um, so I'm taking today off. Took yesterday off, and the big news this week is that Louise is back. So here's one happy husband because Louise and I are a team. We work together, and we're planning to spend the summer doing a whole bunch of things. So meat chickens are doing well, um, and I have a separate video, separate live video that I run on on Wednesdays usually. So if you're interested in that and you're a friend of mine and you're on my Facebook page, usually Wednesdays I'll do a live video on the meat chickens. Laying chickens are doing well too, um, and um, things are progressing, right? So this is June already. Uh, haven't done any work in the gardens. That's going to be something that will hopefully happen this week. Um, I've mowed lawn, although it doesn't look like my lawn is mowed. I've mowed all our lawn, including the field back there. So I'll probably have to hit the lawn again late this upcoming week. So that's part of the work that we need to do here to keep our property nice looking. Got my pile done. Actually, as I always watch the previous week's live video just to see where I was at. So I'm pretty proud about this. There are about 12 cords left in the pile, and it's all processed and stacked. So at least I got that done this week. I need to clean this area up, so that'll be the first thing I'll do tomorrow. I'll clean this area up, and we're hoping to start bagging some of this wood here, Louise and I, and we're gonna put these on those plastic pallets I showed you last week, and we're gonna stack them here, so it's close to the entrance of the woodlot. So when we have customers that drop by to buy campfire wood, they don't have to drive too far. So we store our campfire wood in bags that measure 24 inch by 24 inch. We use this little contraption here that I got built last year by A to Z Welding in Sturgeon. So my buddy Pierre Leblanc built that for me. So, and he's building me another little contraption that I'll be using to fill my shavings bag. So campfire wood we sell at $10 a bag, or 10 bags for, or 11 bags for $100. 10 bags for $100 wouldn't be a deal, right? So that's the work. So we're gonna focus on this big pile here. It's massive. Kind of moved it around with the bucket the other day, and I'm thinking there's about 5 or 6 cords worth of wood in this pile here. So that's all going to go in bags that we're going to be putting up for sale. I'm always looking for people who want to resell campfire wood. So if that's something that's of interest to you, just reach out to me and we can talk about setting you up so that you can start selling on your own if you ever wanted to do that. So that's that. Bit of a mess under my my processor here. I need to clean this up, and the processor is going to be moved this week. So I'm done working in this area. So I usually put my processor close enough to the pile so there's not too much travel when I move the logs onto the processor. So processor needs to be cleaned up and moved. So I'm gonna move it over there somewhere, because the next pile I'm gonna work on, can't see my finger on the video here. You see right beside those blue pallets, there's a pile of maple there. I'm going to be starting the work on that pile this week, depending on how things go. I got a bit of cleanup to do here, and then we'll start chipping away at that pile. So as I said in previous videos, I'm hoping to get this done by the end of June, which should be easy enough for me to do. And even I'd like to get maybe at least started on the pile of birch there. So those two piles, there's about 40 face cords of wood in there. So hoping to get that done in June. And I could get that done pretty easily if all I did was processing wood. But you know, I'm kind of shifting the business a little bit. I don't want to spend all my time doing firewood. I don't need to. I'm retired, and this is for fun. So I'm kind of shifting gears a little bit, slowing it down, doing a little bit of wood every day, and then, you know, taking care of our property and spending time with Louise, I think, is more important to me than producing massive amounts of firewood. We sell everything we have, so I can produce 1,000 cords and I'll sell it all. So, but that's not where we're headed with this. So we'll see. We're doing a little. We're making a little bit of change. So a little bit of introspection this past week for me. You can see here. This is the pile of wood is here now. So I've got 34 cords. I sold a couple cords, which last week you saw this was empty, this part here, and then I sold another cord after that, and then I refilled it. I think it was Wednesday I worked in this area. So this is nice stuff, like especially for heating. This is what this is designed for. We have people who buy it for campfires. But right now the problem that we have is there's a fire ban. I think it's province-wide, so which sucks a little bit. I like to have a good campfire every week, and this week we couldn't have one. So anyways, it is what it is, eh? So I'm gonna be working on this next block here. That's where we're gonna start moving some of those logs, process them, bring them here. As luck would have it, the wind always picks up when I'm out here doing a live video. Just pisses me off. Anyways, first world problems, I guess, eh? So, I'm gonna fill this block next with this wood there. So I think there's 20 cords of wood, so it's not gonna fill the whole, because I've got room for 30 cords in this block here. So, I'm gonna put whatever fits there, and it will. Last week I also talked about this area here. I need to clean this up, take the pallets out, move this log here. This log's going into I'm going to process this log and put it in my wood shed. I need to clean this a little bit. So that's another little job I have to do. It'll probably take me a morning before I get everything done. See, look at our field here. Oh my God. You know, this is, to me, this is heaven right now. And sometimes Louise and I talk about moving, you know, just pulling the plug, saying, okay, we're done, because it takes a lot of time to make this property what it is. But I don't think I'm ready to do that quite yet. I feel my age on most days, but I think the fact that I keep working keeps me young, but I can certainly feel the pain. My heel is a lot better this week, so that's good news for me. So I can walk around a little easier. So I get these weird pains sometimes, and I wonder why. So we still have some birch left. So right now, 3 species of wood on our lot: birch, poplar, and maple. Poplar we're selling at $130 a face cord, and on our property a face cord is always 4x8 So 4 feet by 8 feet, so 4 feet high by 8 feet long, and 16-inch pieces. So all our pieces, they vary, obviously. They're not all exactly 16 inches. Some are, 15, and some are 17. That makes, like, a face gourd is measured by volume, so it's 43 cubic feet of wood. So this poplar here, ready to burn right now. It's been on our lot since the fall. It's been drying. This is kind of like a big oven here back here. The sun's always hitting, and there's always a little bit of a wind, so the wood really dries quickly on our lot. So this for me, the poplar, if I was buying wood for campfires, I would buy the poplar. It's the cheapest at $130 a face cord. I still have some birch that's going at 140, and then we've got our maple, and mostly we sell mostly maple. I think I would say 2/3 of the wood that we sell here is maple, and maple's the hardest wood, and of course the most expensive at $160 a face cord. But if you're heating with wood, maple's the way to go. I burn a variety of wood in my wood stove, but it's easy for me because I have access to different species. So I kind of burn different kinds of wood at different times of year. Slowly moving this again. I'm always moving stuff around on the property. We find that this is a bit in the way. It's an eyesore when we're sitting back there. So back past the building here, my wood shop, and there's a little place set there. We have a pool and a fire pit and a swing. And when we sit there, we see these blue pallets. So I'm gonna try to move them closer to here. And I'm not even sure. I might end up moving them completely out of this area and moving them to the east side of the woodlot. I'm starting to think that might be the best way to go, and take them out completely out of this area. I've got lots of room. It's just I'm trying to maximize the use of our property, and I've been working at this for 2 years, trying to find the best way to set things up so that it flows. And this is certainly a good spot for this stuff here, but then it's an eyesore for the back, the back of our property. So well, live and learn, eh? So I had a list, and again, I left it on my desk when I walked out this afternoon, so I don't want to forget anything. The website was to be live last Sunday. We deleted the old website, but we can't get the server working. So, and I've enlisted the help of a buddy of mine, and we just can't figure it out. So my son's working at getting this up and running. So I'm at the point now where I had a free server that I used, so I'm gonna buckle down and pay for my own space somewhere, and hopefully we can get it working. I'm hoping this time the website's going to be up and running, and I'll talk about it on the live video. So it's a little frustrating, but my son's been really patient. He's been chipping away at it, trying different things, but we just can't get the site up and running because it's a little more complex than the previous site. You'll see what I mean by that. Complex for me, simple for you. So that's the goal of the new website. So there's a little chipmunk there. I don't know if you can see it. I can barely see my my screen here, so because of the sun. So website's still not up. Hopefully next week. And actually, if you go to breakingwood.com, you'll get an error because there's no website on there left. We deleted the files, and we weren't able to get the new site up and running. So, and that's out of my realm of expertise. So I'm really relying on my son Alex to get it up and running. And if there's someone who can get it working, it's him. He knows what he's doing. It's just we have to be patient. We're learning along the way. What else do I want to talk about? So I told you what we have for firewood for sale. We've got the campfire wood. We also have shavings, and I'm well stocked in shavings right now. So if you need shavings, if you have livestock like chickens or rabbits or even gerbils and horses, I sell bags of shavings. You can see one popping out the end here. Those are all like co-op bags that I buy. The bags measure 22 inches by 36 inches. I fill those up. It's all clean stuff coming out of the processor. Um, and we process these shavings into the bucket of my tractor, and then I scoop them into these bags. So we sell those at $7 a bag or 10 for 60. Most customers end up buying 10 bags. So right now I'm really well stocked, but well stocked for me is like 30 bags, right? So it doesn't take long when we have someone who shows up and takes 10 or 20 bags that the stock depletes pretty quickly. So, but right now, no worries about that. So campfire wood, shavings, and our firewood. Now I know right now business is a little slower because there's no camp. There's a ban on fires, so that's life. No stress. I got other things I have to do, so it's kind of a blessing in disguise where I get to do other things and not worry too much about producing firewood. But my goal this week is certainly to clean this area up, hopefully clean that area behind the pallets up, move the processor, clean the area where the processor is, and maybe process 2 to 4 cords. I was hoping to do 20 cords last week, and I did 12, which is okay. I only worked 3 days, and then the other 2 days I had other things I needed to do. So I see that's kind of the new me, where I would have stressed about not getting my goals met, but like my wife and I both agreed, we're retired. It's a new I'm looking for my words here. It's a new step in our lives, maybe, where we're not going to worry about producing and doing a lot of yeah, trying to force myself to meet all these goals. So this is our backyard here. So this is a beautiful area for us. So I can see my youngest daughter is in the pool with her friend this afternoon, enjoying the afternoon. So I brought you here last week where I started dumping some stuff here. So kind of filling this up so that our little garden here, it's a little rough right now. We haven't had the chance to clean it up, but I'm kind of building this up so that we can have a nice garden here. So I'm thinking I'm going to be dumping pretty much in this area this summer, probably filling this up and hopefully coming across here with bark and all this stuff that I clean up. Hey, my buddy the chipmunk is following me, I think, today. We have lots of chipmunks here because we have chickens and all the grains that they don't eat, the chipmunks eat. So that's kind of so anyways, I just got a text from my son. He's probably talking about that webpage or website. So I think I'm going to sign off at this point. So hopefully I meet my goals this week. If not, not going to worry. I'm hoping to spend a day in Sudbury with Louise. And we're going to be spending time working on our gardens, bagging some firewood. So, that doesn't produce wood for me, but you know what? We'll get there, right? I produce what I produce, and we sell what we have, and once we're out, we're out. What can I say? And I always run out, so it is what it is. So, anyways, I wish everybody an awesome Sunday. I hope I didn't forget anything. I had this big list of things I wanted to talk about, but again, like I did a couple weeks ago, I left it on my desk, so I probably forgot something. Also, these videos show up on YouTube. Not on YouTube, I mean, they show up live on Facebook, but then I upload them to my YouTube channel. So if you want to see previous videos all in one repository, it's all on my YouTube channel. And our YouTube channel is Breaking Wood 68. So if you go to YouTube and type in Breaking Wood 68, you're going to find my channel. And that's where all my videos are going to be stored. And the way we're planning to share these videos off the webpage for those people who don't have Facebook, the four latest videos are going to be aspired into the web page, and so you can look back and say, oh, this is what Larry's been up to for the last month. So that's kind of the plan for us right now. So I'm going to sign off. I hope you're having an awesome weekend. I sure am. I'm planning to do a little more reading this summer, so that's where I'm off to. I'm going to go sit on our nice swing. I'm hoping Louise is going to join me, and we're just going to spend the afternoon reading. So, ciao, everybody. We'll see you next Sunday.